Welcome back to Travel Chunks. We're spinning the globe today, as usual. Once per week we spin the globe, and I'm going to put a blindfold on and spin that globe. Pick a country with my finger. Often it's the sea. Hopefully it's not too many sea fingers. What am I trying to say? Sea. Hopefully my finger doesn't land on the sea, in the sea, too many times this time. And Alex has 10 minutes to research what's weird in that country, what's unusual, what kind of unusual experience could you have from our point of view, from a Western point of view, from the UK point of view.
Yes. Oh, we've hit land straight away in a wanna.
Yay! Finally. Ooh.
Let's have a look.
Kazakhstan! I wish this would focus properly.
Excellent. I actually really want to look into Kazakhstan. It sounds pretty amazing, so let's give it a go, see what we can find. I will see you in 10.
See you in 10.
This is exciting, actually. As I just said, I really want to go to Kazakhstan at some point. Let's look at Kazakhstan Atlas Obscura, because I am hopeful here. 28 cool and unusual things to do in Kazakhstan. Wow. Okie dokie. Okay, immediately, straight for the countryside. Looks like Kandy Lake is the number one, with submerged trees jut ghost-like out of idyllic turquoise mountain lake. Wow, look at that. That is pretty intense. Kazakhstan is obviously a massive country. It is huge. It gets not a lot of press in terms of tourism, but it is something to be explored by no shadow of a doubt. Moving on to the next lake, the big Almaty Lake. A brilliant turquoise lake. It's quite interesting that Atlas Obscura here are actually saying an option is hitchhiking, which is great, but that looks like another beautiful national park with snowy peaks. So idyllic, but I bet you it's freezing cold. It's forbidden to swim in the lake, as it's the main water source for the residents of Almaty. This looks very interesting, the last wild apple forests. Learn something new every day here. The apple actually originated from specific region of the world in Kazakhstan. This is advertising a tour as such that takes you to a particular part of Kazakhstan in the Il-Alatau National Park in Almaty, and it's actually where apples still grow in the wild, although they're very rare apparently and quite hard to find. Just as a quick side note on the last wild apple forests, it looks like you go by horseback, so I genuinely think that would be one of the most amazing experiences. So I'm going to go with that. I'm also going to do what I always do in this little segment, is look at, see if there's any cool places to stay in Kazakhstan. As we said in a travel chunk a couple of days ago, well, I think it was last week, we actually went through the stands trying to guess their currency, which was a disaster, as you can imagine. We didn't actually mention Kazakhstan because it wasn't on a latitude, so check that vlog out anyway to see us make a total idiots of ourselves. The capital is Nur Sultan. Let's Airbnb it. Let's see if there's any unique places for us to stay. Okay, so they all seem pretty standard apartments, which is nice. Good to actually know the kind of prices we're looking at. 2 guests. £24 a night. See what the more expensive end of things gets you. Okay, so there's nothing really too unique here. I mean, they're quite grandiose. Okay, so there's nothing particularly unique in the accommodation front, but in terms of experiences, I quite like the look of Kazakhstan. Let's go and see what Tamsin thinks of a bit of apple farming. I want to go to Kazakhstan, please. It looks amazing. I have just sent you a link to the Big Almaty Lake.
I love the name of it. Big Almaty Lake.
The Big Almaty Lake. So this was one of the options that came up. It's a beautiful lake, as you can see.
Wow.
Yes. You can't swim in it because it's a local water supply. to local people. So it's a bit of a case of look, don't touch.
I like the fact that it's a milky blue hue. Last wild apple forests. Granny Smiths and Fuji's can both be traced back to Kazakhstan, where apples still grow wild.
This is going to be amazing because we're going. Apparently, apples originally only came from this part of the world, and they actually naturally grow in forests, but only in a specific area in Kazakhstan.
Scientists believe the Tian Shan apple seeds were first transported out of Kazakhstan by birds and bears long before humans cultivated them.
I mean, that shot of them on a horse just looks stunning, doesn't it?
Yeah. Also, it says that Almary's former name was actually Alma-Ata, which means father of apples.
Makes sense. Would you do this? Would you come
Yeah.
apple hunting with me in Kazakhstan?
Yeah, definitely. I want to ride a horse as well through an apple field. Apple forest.
Pick one off a tree whilst sat on a horse.
Oh, that would be so cute. You can sit on a horse and then just feed it an apple from Almaty and eat one yourself.
Well, that's another successful travel chunk. Going around the world, finding somewhere to go. If you want to see more of this stuff, make sure you subscribe to us, give us a like, and we'll see you tomorrow as we blow travel chunks your way every day.